Hi everyone! Welcome to College Consulting by You. My name is Irene Yu, and today's topic, we will be going over strategies on how to protect yourself during a school shooting. Now, this may sound like a taboo topic, however, it would be naive to believe that it is something that would never happen in your school. Many school administrators are training staff as well as students on techniques and protocols on how to respond in case there is a school shooter on your campus. Now, recently, I had talked to one of my close colleagues at a different school district, and although many schools are taking actions to do mock lockdown, every school has a different threshold on how in-depth they want students and staff to be prepared for an unthinkable circumstance like that. So I'm going to tell you my top tips on how to protect yourself in case you are faced in that situation. If this sounds like a video that would be helpful for you, then keep watching. Tip number 1, run to a classroom. Now, depending on where you're at on campus, when the incident happens, you definitely want to go and run away from wherever the gunshot is heard. However, you may not know if there are more than one active shooters on your campus. So instead of running off of campus, and many schools are actually closed campuses, and there's not very many hiding places on outside of the campus. So going directly to a classroom is going to be one of the safest places you can hide during a school shooting. Tip number 2, remain calm. Now, obviously, everyone is going to have a reaction to hearing gunshots. However, if you are heard screaming or making a scene, you are more likely to have the active shooters target you as their next victim. So instead, you need to compile your feelings, remain calm as you can, and run to the nearest classroom. Tip number 3, leave your belongings. Now, you may be partial to your phone or different items in your backpack, but if you hear gunshots, you better run as fast as you can. Don't think about those items because remaining for a few extra seconds could be the difference between you getting out safely versus you being impacted by an active school shooter. Tip number 4, barricade the room. Once you've arrived at the destination that you plan to hide, be sure and lock the door. Afterwards, take whatever furniture or heavy items that you can find in that room and block the door with them. That can be anything from a table, bookshelves, books, any type of equipment that can be stacked against the door so that the outside person will have to work really hard to get inside that room. Tip number 5, hide away from the doors and windows. Once you've barricaded the doors, you want to go and hide either under the desk, behind some bookshelves, somewhere that's not very obvious for somebody on the outside to be able to know there are people on the inside. Now, if you happen to have a desk that has exposed legs and it doesn't cover the front or sides, I would go ahead and push the desk over so that what's on top will be on the front, and you can go ahead and hide behind that as one way to kind of make yourself invisible to the outside eye. Additionally, you'll want to go ahead and close the lights so it makes it a little bit more difficult for the outside intruder to know that there are people inside. Or if you don't happen to have desks at that particular location, finding whatever resources you have and putting it in a way so that you can hide behind that. That's a way that you can kind of protect yourself while you're inside the classroom. Tip number 6, turn off your phone or put it on vibrate. Now, I know there is a pretty big tendency that you'll want to make a phone call to let other people know how you're doing. However, in doing so, you may target yourself and allow the intruder to know that you are somebody who is there and a potential next target for them. So in order for them to go away from your room, you want to make your room as quiet as possible so that they don't think there are people in your room. Tip number 7, grab an object in the room. Now, this object can be a book, it can be a backpack, it can be whatever supplies that you see in that room. If the intruder happens to come inside of your room, you'll want to have everyone just throw whatever they can at the intruder. The intruder is less likely to be able to shoot accurately since they will be distracted by all the different things that are coming into their field of vision. So that definitely, hopefully, will not be something that students or staff members will have to encounter, but that can be a strategy to try to escape should an intruder or a shooter come into your room that you are hiding. Tip number 8, stay in your room. Now, even if gunshots stop, you don't know if there is still an active shooter on your campus. So I would wait and stay in that room until an administrator comes with their master keys to unlock each of the different rooms. You don't want to let any random people in, even if they say they are the police officers, because you don't really know if that's truly who they are or if they are using that as a gimmick to try to get you to open the door. So I would go ahead and wait until an administrator with the master key opens the door so that you feel like it's a safe time to exit the room. So those are my top tips on how to protect yourself during a school shooting. Now I hope that no one is ever placed in a situation where they have to utilize these strategies. However, I hope this video was helpful so that you can prepare for the worst. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you liked the video and subscribed to my channel. For more information, please check out my website, collegeconsultingbyyou.com. Thanks you guys, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!